Hi guys, so today we're gonna have a really fun video. So over a month ago, before yashahime even came out, I was posting a lot on the discussion or in the community tab. This was before we got our Discord server. I used to post a lot of stuff like, what are your favorite movies? Who's best boy? Who's best girl? Like questions like that, just so we can have conversation before this Discord was created. But on the community tab, like literally a few days before yashahime came out, I said, hey, tell me your InuYasha unpopular opinions, basically. And I was just really strict about, don't be mean to each other, be nice, like opinions are opinions, it's just a show, it's not serious. And I'm really happy that everyone was really respectful in the comments. So I thought it would be fun to kind of just read them out in this video and kind of give my personal opinions. Again, guys, this is just for fun. It's just a show. It's okay if everyone has different opinions. That's what makes the world interesting. Let's just be nice, okay? Let's just be nice. I'm really scared, but let's just be nice. I'm taking a chance because this comment section was really, really kind. Let's just read some of them. So here are my unpopular opinions. I guess they're not that unpopular because I actually got a lot of likes. But not sure if this is unpopular, but Naraku is a lame main antagonist and the bands of 7 were more interesting. So I just really think that Naraku could have been a better antagonist. He lead a lot, he ran away a lot, he got people to do his weird dirty work for him. And it's just like, if you're gonna be a main antag, put your pants on and do your dirty work yourself, because that's what's gonna make you really scary. Yeah, he could have been better. The band of 7 was more interesting in my opinion. Each of them individually were really interesting in my opinion. So, and another one I guess wasn't that unpopular, but the fillers are just as entertaining as the main show. A huge thing about InuYasha that people, critique about is that there's so much fillers, which is not a lie. There are a lot of fillers, but honestly, I really enjoyed the fillers as well because a lot of it was really funny. For example, whenever InuYasha goes back to the modern era, stuff like that. Little stories about Shippo, I don't know, there's some really good fillers out there, and maybe I'll make my favorite fillers and talk about them in a future video. But yeah, so next one, I'm gonna censor everyone's name just so they don't get, people get petty in the comments. Jokotsu isn't hot, but I do agree with everyone who said Bankotsu is, because maybe I do have an anime guy type. Dark hair, long hair, or medium, crazy strong, has a soft spot for someone, etc. You know the usual. Even though I don't think he is crazy strong, but he got long hair and a soft spot for his teammates. I agree with this one. I'm not really into Jokotsu, but Bankotsu! Bankotsu! I don't know, low-key when I was younger, for me it's dark hair, caring, has a soft spot, low-key kind of mean, all these qualities. Bankotsu, come on, Bankotsu. Kagura deserved a better ending because all she wanted was freedom and she never got it. In my opinion, I do think Kagura deserved better. I think she could have, been free for real, because that's what her character kind of was revolved around. But I think it was beautiful how she passed. It was really sad in my opinion, but she did get a speck of freedom, and that's what makes it really heart-wrenching for me. Her last words was, I'm finally free as the wind, or something like that, right? And she did get to see Sesshomaru at the end, someone who thought would save her. He acknowledged her when she passed on. Kagura did deserve better, but I think the way Rumiko let her go was beautiful as well. Not beautiful as in I'm happy you died, but it's beautiful as in I don't know, the way she did it, the way it was done was good. Because it was kind of bound to happen. If Naraku died, it would be unrealistic if everyone survived, I don't know, guys. Don't fight me, please. Kikyu had the saddest and most tragic backstory in the plot. She's also likable. I kind of agree. I personally hated Kikyu when I was younger. I was leave them alone, let Kagome and InuYasha thrive. And I do agree that the whole love triangle thing dragged on for way too long. But now that I rewatched, now that I'm older, it made me feel bad because, she died thinking that her man betrayed her, and I just think it was really sad. And I don't know, there's some things that I don't really agree with Kikyo and her choices and stuff like that, obviously. Towards the ending, especially in the final act, I really did like Kikyo a lot. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that, I guess. But yeah, when she died, I cried a lot. I was 12 watching this on YouTube in 100 parts. But yeah, I just remember watching it and bawling my eyes out because I thought it was so sad how she died. Now that I look back, like, in my opinion, Kagura's death was kind of sadder. But like, Kikyo tried to save everyone, and she kind of did, you know? She did her best, all while trying to be a ordinary woman, a walking clay thing. Eri is best girl. Kagome's modern time friends get a lot of flack, two of them including Eri, who tried to protect Hojo from finding out about InuYasha until the third one blurts out, of course. They also help her study and are very understanding when they meet InuYasha. Most of the cringe comes from crap Kagome tells them. I think Kagome has really good friends. They, you know, look out for her. They try their best. They say, hey, like, whoever this new guy is, he's not for you. He's a punk. You better go for Hojo, la la la. Hojo's like a good boy. Like, you know, they were just like looking out for her a lot. And obviously they don't know all of Kagome's relationship with InuYasha and stuff like that, so they don't entirely understand, although their relationship was kind of toxic. But yeah, I really think Kagome has really good friends, other than that time when Kagome was like, yo, can you guys give me your notes, and then they made her buy like hella McDonald's for them, and then like they couldn't photocopy it. There was like a big line, the photocopier was broken, blah 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 blah, and then they're just like, well, it's like getting late, we have to go study, bye. And then like I would feel so bad. I would have just like tried to find a way if I were her friends. But like that's like the only kind of like iffy part, I guess you could say, with her friends that I could think of like on the spot. But like take a picture with the camera. They might have cameras back, like to get it developed or something. I don't know, like anything. I don't have any opinions. I'm just here for the comment, and then I must say I'm tickled. Someone said, I actually like the final act. People get down on it, but in the end it still answered a lot of our questions, gave us more cool power scaling, and Kagome called Sesshomaru Big Brother, and that was priceless. I personally loved the final act. Yes, it was very, very rushed because, you know, they had to squeeze a lot of information, especially in the beginning. There's like a lot of characters that could have more development and we could have known more, but you know, they had to rush it and fit it in like 26 episodes, was it? So it's kind of understandable, but I just kind of wish they'd paced it better. But I really liked the final act. First off, the animation, the art style in the final act was top tier, in my opinion, in the InuYasha series. Out of like the original, the final act, and Yashahime, the final act is top tier for me. They had great fighting scenes, they had great art style, the voice acting was amazing. Well, I watched the English dub, the voice acting was great. I really liked the final act, and I didn't know people, you know, had opinion, like negative. I mean, yeah, I get it, but I personally really like the final act. Sango deserves better. I don't care. I could be her man, not Morocco. I agree. Morocco and Sango's relationship is so cute when, you know, they're both being serious. They're having their own like alone time, because it was a lot more mature than InuYasha and Kagome's relationship was. You know, Morocco, even after like the whole proposal thing, like he still was like a womanizer or whatever. It was just like, Morocco, come on. I just know in Yashahime he's gonna have a lot of development, because he was a really strong character already because of the wind tunnel, but then having the wind tunnel taken away, he's just a monk with really strong spiritual powers, I guess, with his smarts. He has limitations obviously with his spiritual powers as well as physical power now that the wind tunnel is gone, as well as his comedic relief qualities, because he's now married. If he womanizes again now that he's married, I'm gonna lose it. But I really think that the show is gonna focus a lot on his development as well. I don't know what I'm going on with, but yeah, InuYasha is one of the best animes around. In my opinion, InuYasha is amazing. In my opinion, I love the story, everything about it, the music, animation, just everything about it. But I think it's one of the great ones, but I don't think it's like the best. There are better animes out there. In my opinion, but InuYasha is pretty up there for me. I don't know about you guys, but there's like a lot of flaws in InuYasha, and I acknowledge the flaws and I embrace it. It's up there for me. It's my favorite anime, but it's not the best. Sesshomaru, InuYasha, Koga, and Morocco didn't deserve any of the love stories they got. I mean, Sesshomaru barely got a love story. InuYasha, I mean, they developed him and Kagome. I think InuYasha deserves it. What? I don't know. Wait. I don't know. Koga, InuYasha, Koga, Ayame deserves I don't know, like Koga simped for Kagome just in that one scene, just because she can firstly see the jewel shards. Secondly, she stood up for Shippo. Right? And then Koga was like, I'ma make you my woman. And then stuck with that the whole time. And Morocco was just a womanizer. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this anymore because I can hear the mad comments in the comment section. People never want to get into the show because it's too long. It changed due to the sequel. I tried getting my friends into it, but they were intimidated. Only 200 plus episodes. There are longer shows, like Naruto is longer. But InuYasha is really long because of the fillers. You can obviously skip the fillers, but in my opinion, the fillers are good, so I don't really recommend skipping the fillers, but you could if you want. A lot of people are like, there's so much fillers, the show is so long. I feel like they could have finished it like really quickly, which is really, I mean, they could have, but in my opinion, it's the journey to go through all the shows, all the episodes, all the fillers that makes it great. I don't know, I just watch it. Just watch it all. It's worth it. The ending is probably one of the most satisfying anime endings. I really want to finish reading the comments, but I'm already getting triggered. I'ma just not. Yeah. I don't mind Kagome's voice in the final act, English dub assuming. I don't mind it at all either. It's a shame that Monica Story decided to retire before finishing the final act, but I think Kira Tozer did a really good job as well. Yeah, I didn't mind her voice at all. It was different, but you know, what can we do, right? We can't just copy and paste Monica onto someone else and then get the voice. Like, you can't, don't complain, man. Everyone's trying their best. You know, same with the current show. Like, I know Jokin is different and everyone's just like, like, I get it, it's so different, but it's just like everyone's just doing their best. Like, come on, like, what do you want them to do? They couldn't get the original Jokin back, so, and how like everyone's voices sound a little different is because, you know, not all of them voice act all the time anymore or played the characters, so it's really understandable. They haven't played the characters in like over 10 years, so I'ma say it, InuYasha looks better as a human. You ain't wrong. Like, I get it. I get why Kikyo wanted InuYasha to be human. Oh, I get it. Morocco and Totosai were the two best characters. Totosai, best boy. Koga would have been better for Kagome. I mean, he's hot, he's a leader, he tells you he loves you every 2 seconds. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Don't come at me though. I shipped InuKag from the beginning, and just saying Koga would have been good too. In my opinion, I don't know. I never really shipped Koga and Kagome together because, I don't know, I feel like they didn't really have a deep relationship. Like, I don't know. I just felt like their vibe wasn't it. Like, yeah, I mean, Koga would be like a good boyfriend in general, like someone who like do anything for you, like tell you love them, blah 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 blah, but I feel like that's something that Kagome doesn't want. I mean, it's something that she wants, she fantasizes over it, but as my grandma says, but like with fate or whatever, you can't really, I mean, you can choose who you fall in love with, right? At the end of the day, it's like, it's a choice, but it's also the feelings, you know? Like, Kagome's crazy for falling for InuYasha, for putting up with him choosing freaking Kikyo over her or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's who she fell in love with, and that's that. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is a really long one, but I feel like it would have been a better concept if InuYasha's necklace, the Speeds of Subjugation, was removed early on in the series, showing the trust that Kagome has for InuYasha, thus starting a more trusting friendship, and later down the line fall in love slowly. Kagome could do more than just cast sacred arrows, maybe have more powers of purification and making her able to fight alongside InuYasha instead of just standing there. This might make for a better team and maybe making InuYasha fall for her more. Kagome was a second choice, but since he ended up with her in the end, maybe make InuYasha move on before Kikyo's death and making it feel more like he fell for Kagome and seeing her not as a replacement for Kikyo. And I don't know why Sango fell for the monk, honestly, since he was a huge flirt. I know they tried to make it funny that he still flirts with girls after saying to Sango how she will bear his children, so I guess just make it stop once he said that to maybe show more maturity and growth. I really agree because I think the whole necklace thing could have been more symbolism than a comedic thing. I feel like once the trust between InuYasha and Kagome grew stronger, I feel like they should have removed the bead and then to fall in love. and stuff like that, but I understand why they kept it for comedic effect or whatever, because it's kind of iconic. That would have been a really good plot point, having the beads come off. I do agree as well that they should have shown InuYasha move on from Kikyo onto Kagome to show that he fell in love with her over like a replacement for Kikyo. Like, I know they're both different. They're both, Kikyo and Kagome are very different. The way the show made it, it was kind of like, oh, Kagome's here now, like there's a replacement for Kikyo. I feel like it would have been a lot better if they really showed InuYasha fully moving on from Kikyo, falling in love with Kagome before Kikyo passed away. And yeah, Sango, I mean, they're still really cute, Sango and Morocco, but yeah, he should have stopped being a flirt after the whole proposal. I don't know. That is that. I think this is the video for today. There's a lot more, so if you guys want me to read more or like make another post to hear more fresh opinions and stuff like that, let me know. Please, again, don't fight me in the comments for my opinions. I just really, everyone has their own opinions. I'm probably stupid and crazy, but this is kind of fun to talk about and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that is all for today. Stick around for more InuYasha Yashahime content, feature more anime videos, live streams, reactions to anime, and mainly Yashahime. Subscribe and follow me on Twitter, follow our Discord server, just join the Aang Gang. And yeah, I think that's all for today, and thank you for watching. Bye bye. Boop.